I got a request to be gentle. Welcome to everybody online. I know you're not there at the moment, but you might be watching this later. My name is Nicole. I hate to introduce myself because I mean, you've seen the name on the class, so you kind of know who's teaching. But anyway, I would like to start off with a quote, and that is through yoga, we quiet our minds, we open our hearts, and we embrace our true essence while shredding the illusions of the ego. This practice teaches us to surrender. It teaches us to flow with life's flow and have faith in universal wisdom. Ultimately, it fosters a sense of interconnection and unity, recognizing the inherent oneness in existence. I'm not sure who the quote is by or who the saying is by, but it just kind of made me or reminded me of how, especially this community here at AYA, is really one, friendly, committed. I love seeing familiar faces, and all those who are new to the class, welcome. Hopefully, we'll see you back. Um, with that, let's start off in Sukhasana, as most of you are there already. You can choose to have a block. Sorry, Chrissy. Underneath the hips, if that makes it a little bit more comfortable, having the hips a little bit higher than the knees. And just with your cross-legged seat, can we bring our hands? Let's bring the first finger and thumb together in a very Instagram-like pose, having the palms facing up. Bring the backs of the hands on the knees. Invitation just to close down the eyes for a moment. See if you can relax your knees a little bit more. Relax your shoulders. Have a little bit of a taller spine. Relax the facial features. And as you bring your presence here to the class, can you start to focus on the breath? We have the rain pouring outside, providing a little bit of a lullaby out. But knowing that we are safe and secure and warm in this room, it's always something to be grateful for. Let's take 3 breaths together, starting with taking through a nose, breathing in, opening the mouth and letting it out. Breathing in through the nose, opening the mouth, letting it out. And just one more like that in and out. And bringing the palms to meet. Draw the thumbs to the forehead. Have a little bit of a bow in reverence to your practice. Namaste. Welcome. Releasing the hands down. Can you remove any blocks that you might have that you're sitting on? Just move them to the side. Allow an inhale to take both hands to the ceiling. And then as you exhale, bring your left hand down to the floor and take a side bend, taking the body over to that side. Just stay for an inhale here. And stay for the exhale. Have another inhale, take both hands up to the ceiling. And if you have your left shin crossed over the right, can you bring your right shin so it's in front? And then bring your right hand down, take a bend over to that side. Another inhale, take both hands back up to the ceiling. And then taking your left hand back down onto the mat, can we roll our chest down and then come onto the left shin, taking the right leg out to the side. So taking the right leg out to the front of the mat, sorry, the front of the mat. So you're literally just rolling the hips up, facing the wall side. Bring your right hand on your right shin and take your left hand over, finding a side bend. Just pause here in your gate pose. Staying for 2. Staying for 1. Both hands reach for the ceiling, breath in. And as you exhale, just roll the hips back down. So you should be facing the front and take the left shin over the right, coming back to your cross-legged seat. Inhale, take both hands to the ceiling. And as you exhale, take the right hand down, take a bend to the right. Inhale, take both hands back to the ceiling. Take the left hand down, take the right over. Inhale, both hands to the ceiling. Last time to the right-hand side, taking the right hand down. And then taking the chest forward, we're going to roll onto the right shin, taking the left leg out. Take your left hand to left shin, take the right hand and bend over. Pausing for 2. Pausing for 1. Both hands reach to the ceiling with your breath in. And as you exhale, bring the hips back down, find your cross-legged seat. We're going to roll over the knees. So if you have sensitive knees, please just take the feet around and make your way to tabletop. And once in tabletop, have your fingers spread underneath the shoulders and just create a couple of circles, taking itself around the wrists, making sure all parts of the hand are connected to the floor. And moving the other direction. And come back to center. Can you turn your hands around so the fingers are pointing to the knees? With the toes tucked, can you bring your hips closer to your heels, keeping the heels of the hands connected to the floor? If you're not groaning, and this is acceptable for you, if you want more, can you tuck your chin in and take your spine up towards the ceiling? And gently release, turn the hands so the fingers are facing back to the front, and then turn the fingers in so they're facing each other. Start to rock and roll from side to side with the shoulders. This time, can you take the heels of the hands off the floor so you're working into the fingers as you roll from side to side? Nice. And coming back to center, turn the hands so they're once again facing the front. Take your right leg and stretch it out to the back. Flex through the toes. As you take your next inhale, can you cross the body, taking it over to the left-hand side, touch the floor? And as you exhale, can you take it all the way around and over, touch the right side of the mat with the tippy toes? Inhale, sweep it around, touch the left side. And as you exhale, bring it to the right, touch the right-hand side. Last inhale, take it around to the left-hand side. Thanks, Aaron. And as you exhale, draw that right knee into the chest, hold. And then draw it up towards the ceiling. Keep the leg bent. So still keep the leg flexed. And just a few pulses, just lifting the foot a little bit higher as we move into a Pilates stage. Pause here. And then bring the foot down to the floor. The toes are tucked. Can you lift both knees off the floor? Just hover them. Can we pulse here? Just touching the knees to the floor. 1, 2, and 3. Releasing the knees down to the floor. Take the left leg, stretch it out to the back. Can we take it out to the right-hand side? Just touch. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, can you take it over to the left-hand side? Touch. Inhale, sweep it all the way around. Now your legs should be remaining straight. Touch the floor. And as you exhale, take it out to the left-hand side. Last time, inhale, take it over to the right. And then as you exhale, draw that knee into the chest, hug it in, hold. Bring the foot down to the floor, hover the knees, push through the mat. Pause here for 2. Pause for 1. Release the right knee down to the floor, keep the bend through the left knee and take the foot up towards the ceiling. Just 3 pulses here, just pulsing, kicking the ceiling, maybe even holding it up. And releasing it slowly down to the floor. Just take a few figure 8s, moving the hips around and taking the shoulders over. Just moving in one direction. And then moving in the other direction. And coming back to center, can we bend through the elbows, drop the chin down to the floor, keep the elbows tucked all the way in, and then start to walk the knees all the way back. So eventually you're lying flat onto the floor. You can make it fast, you can make it slow. Untuck the toes so the tops of the feet are down, and then slowly peel the chest up. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, release. We're going to repeat that once more, but take the hands off the floor so they're just hovering. Breath in, peel the chest up. And as you exhale, release, hands down, tuck the toes. Inhale, come to your knees, find your tabletop. And as you exhale, can you lift the hips, finding downward dog? And as it is the first one, feel free to pedal the feet. Maybe the hips turn from side to side. Yes, Jess, maybe jumpers come off because I'm going to definitely heat you up. Let's stay here just for another 3 breaths, exploring your version of downward dog. Eventually, let's find stillness. Pause. Can we find a little bit of a bend in the knees so we get the hips a little bit higher and the shoulders closer in? Staying just for 2, 1. Let's lift the right leg up to the ceiling with your breath in. As you exhale, can you bend through the knee and open the hip, keeping the knee raised as high as it can go? Straighten the leg, square the hips, breath in, and then just place the foot down back to your downward dog. Taking your next inhale, take the left leg up to the ceiling. As you exhale, bend through the knee and open the hip. Straighten the leg, reach that leg all the way up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, bring it straight back down. Can we crisscross the legs right first in front of left, walking all the way to the top of the mat? So crisscrossing right, and then left, and then right, and then left, all the way until you find the top of the mat. Once you're there, toe heel the feet out to about hip width apart. Creep the hands up the shins, find a halfway lift, breath in. As you exhale, find a forward fold, releasing down. Take the hands all the way up to the ceiling with your inhale, stretching all the way up, creating a longness. Bring the palms to meet, draw them to the heart center as you exhale. Sweep the hands up to the ceiling, once again, breath in. Find a forward fold, chest to thighs, breath out. Creep the hands up the shins, find a halfway lift in. Hands come down, step both feet back to downward dog. Can we roll ourselves forward to a plank with your breath in? And then just drop your knees, bend through the elbows, and bring just the chest down. So keep the hips raised. Push through the hands, straighten the arms, tabletop, breath in. And as you exhale, lift the hips, downward dog. Can we now walk it to the front of the mat, crisscrossing the left in front of left, all right, and then walking all the way. I mean, if you can manage the left over left, that would be great. Once you reach the top, creep the hands up the shins. Hold on a second, we're waiting for hope. Halfway lift, breath in, and release with your breath out. Taking the hands all the way up to the ceiling, breath in. And as you exhale, forward fold, straight back down, chest to thighs. Toe heel the feet out to about hip width if not already. Grab your elbows and find a ragdoll, either staying in stillness or swaying gently from left to right. And then slowly releasing the elbows down to the floor. Creep the hands back up the shins, find a halfway lift. Release, forward fold. Taking the hands all the way up to the ceiling, breath in, stretch. Maybe this time find a back bend, pushing the hips forward, gazing towards the hands. And as you exhale, straight back down, forward folds, chest to thighs. Hands to the shins, halfway lift in. Hands come to the floor, stepping both feet back, downward dog. Floating forward, let's find plank with your breath in. Drop the knees so they're just hovering off the mat. And as you exhale, bend through the elbows and touch the chest to the floor. So the knees are still hovering. Straighten the arms, find plank, breath in. And as you exhale, hips go up, downward dog. Let's take the right leg up to the ceiling with your breath in. Step the foot to the outside of the right hand, top of the mat as you exhale. And then either stay here or drop the left knee down. Find lizard, maybe lowering the chest a little bit lower. We are getting there. Either stay here or you can bend your left knee and reach around with your right hand to grab the foot. That's just if you want a little bit more, a little bit extra. Please note, this is your practice. I can only advise and offer options, but please only go there if you feel comfortable. Let's stay just here for another one breath. And gently release the foot if you have it. We're going to tuck the back toes, come up onto the hands and lift the back knee. And then take that right arm and reach up to the ceiling. Find your touch twist, pause. And then look towards that left hand. We're going to take that right foot and step it on top of the left, finding your side plank. Keep the right hand raised all the way up to the ceiling. Stay for 2. For 1, the right hand comes down to the mat and take the right knee into the chest. And then we'll want to find our gate pose. So turn the back foot down to the blade of the foot, drop the right knee down, lift both hands up to the ceiling. We're facing the wall side. And as you exhale, bend to the left, taking the left hand to the left shin, the right arm over. Stay here for a breath. Both hands reach for the ceiling, breath in. And as you exhale, bring both hands down to the top of the mat. Come onto the back toes as you lift that right knee back into the chest. Take a breath in. As you exhale, can you bend through the elbows? Maybe the chin comes down to the floor. Maybe. Straighten the arms, breath in. And as you exhale, take that right foot, step it back, downward dog. Maybe pedaling through the feet. Pause here for 2. Pause for 1. Great to see you on your hands, Sean. Your wrist must be getting better. Let's take the left leg up to the ceiling with your breath in. As you exhale, step it to the outside of the left hand. Finding your lizard once again, choose to drop the right knee. Stay there or lower the chest. Maybe even bending through that back leg and reaching around with the left hand to find a little bit more of openness in the hips, shoulders. This is your choice, your practice. Staying for 1 more breath. Gently releasing the foot back down to the floor, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and take the left hand up to the ceiling. Stay here for the inhale. Stay for the X. Gaze down towards that right hand. Bring your weight to the right hand and take your left foot and step it all the way back. Find your side plank. Pause for 2. Pause for 1. Now we're going to our gate pose. The left hand comes down, the left knee comes into the chest first, and then bring the shin down as you come to the back blade of the foot. Take both hands to the ceiling, breath in. Facing the window side, take a breath out as we bend to the right, right hand to right shin, left hand bends over. Stay here for 2. Stay for 1. Both hands lift to the ceiling, breath in. Windmill them down to the top of the mat as you exhale. Draw the left knee into the chest with your breath in. With your exhale, can you bring the chin, maybe the forehead down to the floor as you bend through the arms? Straighten, inhale. And as you exhale, downward dog, just step the left foot back, meeting the right. Float forward to a plank with your breath in. And as you exhale, maybe choosing to go no knees, let's come halfway down, chaturanga. Find an openness, find an open upward dog. And as you exhale, downward dog, stretching through the arms, lifting the hips, taking them back to the ceiling. Stay here for 2. For 1. Now, this is a bit of a strange movement. What we're going to do is we're going to roll to a plank with your breath in. And then as you bend through the knees, we're going to open them out, place them down, move the hips back, and find child's pose. Tuck the toes once again and lift the hips, finding downward dog. And we're going to repeat that twice more. So with your inhale, float forward to a plank. Bend through the knees, open them up, place them down, move the hips back, child's pose. Inhale, move the hips back up to the ceiling, pause. Use your next inhale to move forward to a plank. And then bend through the knees, open the knees, to place them down, child's pose. This time, just place them down and release, relax. Finding your child's pose. Stay here for 2. Stay for 1. I might turn the heat down, it's a bit hot. And slowly releasing the elbows off the floor. Stay low in your child's pose. Come onto the pads of the fingers and just walk the hands over to the right-hand side. Once there, you may choose to interlace the left on top of right. Find a breath in here. And a breath out. Releasing the interlace, walk the hands through center, over to the left-hand side, maybe right on top of left. Find an inhale here. And an exhale. Release, find your hands back to the center of the mat, and then slowly make your way back to downward dog. Once you're in your dog, let's take the right leg up to the ceiling, breath in. And as you exhale, bend through the knee, open the hip. Make sure both shoulders are nice and square. Maybe gazing back towards that left toe. Come high onto the toe, breath in. And as you exhale, we're stepping that right foot forward between the hands all the way to the top of the mat. Lift both hands up to the ceiling, find crescent lunge, breath in. And then can we dip the left knee down to touch the floor on the breath out? Just touch. Inhale as we lift the straight back up again. And exhale, bring it down. Maybe choosing not to touch, but just hover. Inhale one more time, breath in. And exhale one more time, round. Straighten up with your breath in. Bring your palms to meet, draw them into the heart, lean forward. Weight into the right foot, and we're coming to find Dikasana, lifting the left foot off the floor. Keep the toes flexed, pointing down, finding your balance. We're only here for one more breath. And then slowly start to bend through that left knee. Draw the chest up as you take the left knee with you. Stork pose, taking both hands to the ceiling. Bring your hands behind the left shin. Interlace the fingers, and can you draw that left knee into the chest? Maybe even lean back. Pause for 2. For 1. Release the interlace, and we're going to place that left ankle onto the right knee. Bring the palms back to meet and slowly lower down. Find your figure 4. Pause. We're not here for long, so if you blink, you may miss it. Slowly releasing the chest back up. Release the knee back into the chest. Take an inhale, release the arms to the ceiling. And as you exhale, bring the palms to meet, lean forward, Dikasana, kicking that left leg all the way back. Keep it high, keep flight. Release that foot all the way to the back of the mat. Drop the left knee down. Straighten the right leg. Find your half Hanuman, reaching the arms forward. Flex through the right foot. Pause here for 2. For 1. Bend through the right knee. Place the left hand down. Back toes are tucked. Lift the back knee. Take the right hand up to the ceiling. Touch twist. And as you exhale, look down at the left hand and take the right foot all the way back to find your side plank. Stay for the breath in. With your exhale, can we dip the hips down to maybe hover just off the floor so the hips are hovering? Inhale, lift the hips as high as you can once again. And exhale, hover the hips. Inhale up. And exhale, hover. One more time, inhale up. And then the right hand comes down, take the right knee into the chest. Drop the right shin down to find gate pose. Take both hands up to the ceiling, or facing the wall side this time. As you exhale, can you bring the bend to the left-hand side, left hand to left shin. Inhale, take both hands back up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, down to the floor to face the front of the room. Take the right knee into the chest as you come onto the back toes. And as you exhale, pause. Can you bring it a little bit higher? Choice, option, to bend through the arms, maybe bring the forehead down. Inhale, straighten the arms. Take the right foot back up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, either a one-legged flow or choosing to just place it down to find downward dog. Your choice. Eventually, as you find your downward dog, can you pause? Breathe. Staying just for another 2. And another 1. Let's take the left leg up to the ceiling with your breath in. As you exhale, bend through the knee and open the hip. Gazing towards that right toes. Inhale one more time. And as you exhale, take that foot through, step it between the hands at the top of the mat. We're lifting both hands to the ceiling, find crescent lunge, find stability, and then dip your right knee so it just hovers off the floor. Inhale, straighten the leg, lift the hips. Dip the knee, bring it low. Inhale one more time to reach the hips up, and one more time to dip them down. Exhale. Inhale, hips reach up, bring the palms to meet, hands to the heart center, lean forward. Weight to the left foot, Dikasana, taking the right foot up. Pause, find balance. Stay here for 2. Stay for 1. The right knee bends, lift it slowly into the chest as you find stork pose, lifting the hands to the ceiling. Pause. And then slowly bring the hands into the back, interlace the hands around the knee, and slowly lean backwards. Staying just for 1 more breath. Release the interlace. Keep the knee bent. Bring the ankle to the left knee. Hands come in prayer once again and slowly lower down. Find your balance. Slowly straighten up. Draw the knee back into the chest. Lift the arms. And we're going to lean forward, finding Dikasana once again. Palms into prayer, reaching that right leg all the way back. And then stepping it slowly back to the back of the mat. Drop the right knee down, and then straighten the left leg, finding your half Hanuman. Pause for 2. Pause for 1. Bend through the left knee, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, drop the right hand down, find a twist, taking the left hand up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, look down to the right hand, take the left foot and step it all the way back on top of the right. Find your side plank. Slowly dipping the hips down to touch the floor. Breath in, use it to lift the hips up to the ceiling. Slowly come back down. And slowly lift up again. And slowly one more time down. Some of you are stuck with the hips down. Slowly lift back up, inhale. Left hand comes down, draw the left knee into the chest. Pause. And then finding your gate pose, dropping the left shin down, taking both hands up to the ceiling. Find a bend to the right, taking the right hand to the right shin. Pause. Stay for 2. Stay for 1. Both hands reach to the ceiling, breath in. And as you exhale, wind them down to the floor, taking the left knee into the chest. Stay for your breath in here. With your exhale, bending through the elbows, maybe touching the forehead down. Oh, so good. All of you are pretty much giving it a go. Push back up, inhale. Take the left foot up. And as you exhale, either one-legged flow or just placing the foot down. Finding downward dog. We're going to have a little bit of an intermission, just like a 5-breath break. So you can choose to stay as you are in your downward dog if you feel stable. If you want more, I'll give the harder options first. Drop the forearms down, maybe walk the feet in, playing with your dolphin, or drop the knees down to find child's pose, drawing the head between the thighs. Choosing your option, pausing, breathing, maybe even having a wipe down. It is getting hot. I might open this window, which is a good spot, Jess. You've got another 2 breaths wherever you are. And wherever you are, slowly making your way back to downward dog. Taking the hips to the sky. Finding your breath once again. Finding comfort in this position. Let's take the right leg up to the ceiling with your breath in. And just slowly place it back down, downward dog with the breath out. I'll just wait for my wife. Hey, wifey. Let's take the right leg back up to the ceiling with your breath in. Open the knee and bend the knee and open the hip. Exhale. Can you come high onto the left toes, breath in? And then take that right knee on a journey to the right elbow. Touch the left elbow. And then kick it out to the side to find fallen triangle. Now, you can choose to keep the foot connected to the floor, or option to lift it off the floor and tap it ankle with your left hand. Either tap the foot or maybe grab it. Another inhale, pause. Another exhale, pause. The left hand comes down, sweep the right leg back up to the ceiling with your breath in. And with your exhale, step it forward to the top of the mat. Crescent lunge, lift both hands to the ceiling, breath in. And as you exhale, can you bend through the left knee, touch the floor, and bring the hands to touch underneath the right leg. Just the fingers to touch though. Inhale, lift the back knee, take your arms out to the side, give a high five to the person next to you. And as you exhale, bend through the knee once again, bring the hands under, touch with the fingers. Inhale, lift and touch, high five. And as you exhale, bend through the knee once again and touch. Inhale, this time lift the knee and take the arms to the ceiling. Sorry, no more high fives. Bring the palms to meet, bring them to the heart center and lean forward. Weight to the right foot, lifting up Dikasana. Choice to straighten through the arms to find full-fledged warrior 3. Pause for 2. Pause for 1. Bend through the left knee, bring it into the chest as you find stork pose. Take it all the way up. And then find a twist to the left-hand side, either supporting that left knee, taking the left arm back, or grabbing the blade of the foot and stretching out for more. Stay for 2. Stay for 1. Release the foot if you have it. Turn the torso back to the front. Inhale, the knee comes into the chest. And as you exhale, take that ankle to the right knee and draw yourself down into your figure 4. Option, if you can reach the floor for flight, if you can find your flying pigeon. Otherwise, just working towards reaching a little bit lower. Nice, Chrissy. Nice, Wendy. And slowly making your way back up, reverse as you came in. Take the knee into the chest, lift the arms, breath in. And then slowly hinge forward to find your warrior 3 once again, or keeping the palms into the chest to find Dikasana. Step the left foot all the way back to the back of the mat. Straighten through the right leg and draw the hands down to find your pyramid. If you need blocks, this is where you will need them. But we're only here for 2 breaths. So if you choose maybe having the hands on the shin, bend through the right knee, place the left hand down. Inhale, take the right hand to the ceiling, touch twist. And as you exhale, we're taking that right leg over and stepping it, maybe hovering it in the air to find your flying side plank. Pause here for 2. For 1, challenge. You can stay there, take an inhale. Or as you exhale, can you take that right hand underneath the body and drop the hips? Inhale, take the hips up, take the right hand up. And as you exhale, drop the hips, take the arm under. Inhale 1 more time, straighten. And as you exhale, right hand comes down. We're stepping forward to the top of the mat between the hands. Inhale, take both hands up to the ceiling and drop the left heel down to find your warrior 2. Sorry, we're dropping the right heel, finding warrior 2. Our next pose is going to be from here to reverse, and then we're going to come into a flying, whatever this is called. So let's start off with warrior 2. Reach forward, flip the palm, inhale, take the right hand up. And as you exhale, bend through the left leg, turn the foot, take the right hand down, take the left hand up. Bend through the right knee, reverse, taking the right hand up, come back to the blade of the left foot. And as you exhale, back to that flying ninja, as we call it. Inhale, bend through the right knee once again, take the right hand up. And this time, as you exhale, windmill the hands down to the back of the mat, Bring the right hand down so we're facing the back. Your next inhale takes the left hand up to the ceiling. And your exhale flips that left foot over to find Wild Thing or Rockstar. Can we make that left foot a little bit lighter? Maybe even hover it off the floor. You got this, Christy. I know you do. And then slowly, no, wait. We're not flipping all the way over. We're coming halfway. Can you bring your top elbow to top knee? So top elbow to top knee, touch. And then slowly drop your left hand down. Take your left foot back up to the ceiling, breath in. Find your flow, one-legged, or choosing to just place the foot down. Nice choice, Aya. Staying here for 2 breaths. A nice openness, hope. Staying for 1. Let's do the other side. Take your left foot up to the ceiling with your breath in. As you exhale, can you bend through the knee and open the hip? Come higher with your inhale onto the right toes. And as you exhale, that left knee journeys to the left elbow, touch the right elbow, and then kick it out to your fallen triangle. Taking the right hand up, choosing to either hover that left foot or maybe just give it a tap. Staying just for 1 more breath. And then slowly drawing the right hand down the left leg back up to the ceiling with your breath in. As you exhale, step it all the way forward, top of the mat. Crescent lunge, taking both hands up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, can you drop that right knee down to hover, taking the hands to touch underneath that left knee. Inhale, take the arms out to the side, high five. And as you exhale, bend through the knee, bring the hands under, touch. Inhale, straighten, high five, breath in. And as you exhale, last time, bending, touching. Inhale, this time take the arms to the ceiling. And as you exhale, palms meet, fold forward, drop the hands to the chest. Lifting the right foot off the floor, Dikasana or Warrior 3, stretching the arms forward. Pausing just for 2. Pausing for 1. Bend through the right knee, take it into the chest as you find stork pose, breath in. And then find a twist to the right-hand side, reaching the right arm back. Either have your left hand supporting the knee or grab the blade of the foot, straightening through that right leg. So making your choice, having your option. And Aaron, listen to your toes if that's your feet are feeling not great. Release the foot if you have it. And then we're slowly turning the torso back to the front. Take the arms up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, the ankle comes onto the right, on the left knee, coming into your figure 4. And just for balance, if you chose to fly on the last side, bring the hands to the floor and finding your flying pigeon. I'll give you 1 more breath. And then slowly reversing that, taking that knee back into the chest. Is the right knee into the chest? Yes. And then finding your Dikasana once again, kicking that right leg back, taking the hands in prayer or kicking the hands, reaching for the front of the room. Pause. Slowly release the right leg to the back of the mat. Start to straighten through the left leg, pyramid, as you stretch and lean and reach forward. Pause here for 2. For 1, bend through the left knee, right hand plants. Take the left hand up to the ceiling, breath in. And as you exhale, take that left foot and hover it over the right foot to find your flying side plank. Pause here for the inhale. And maybe bending through the hips, reaching the left arm through and under. Inhale, taking the arm up. Bend through the hips, take the arm under, breath out. 1 more inhale, take it up. And as you exhale, bend and under. Nice. Slowly bring the left hand down to the floor. Step that left foot all the way to the top of the mat. Drop the right heel down and slowly windmill the arms to find your Warrior 2. Reach forward, breath in. Flip the palm, reverse, breath in. And as you exhale, that weird flying position, turning to the back, taking the left arm up, the right arm down. Slowly drop the left foot down, reverse, take the left foot back, left hand to the ceiling. And as you exhale, slowly come down, either the left hand up or right hand up. So your choice. I got very many different variations. So one more time, reverse, dropping that left foot down. And as you exhale, windmill the hands all the way to the back. Drop the left hand down, take the right hand up to the ceiling, breath in. And then take your right foot and find your rock star or wild thing for 2 breaths. Option to hover that back foot for 1. And then slowly bring the top elbow to top knee as you flip the chest back to side. We touch. And then right hand comes down. Take the right foot back up to the ceiling. Breath in. One-legged flow, or choosing just to place it down. But Aya, you can't have that. You got to have balance. And slowly bring the knees down to find your child's pose. A wipe, a rest. Breathing. I got you here for just 5 more breaths. Another 4. Another 3. And wherever you are, slowly making your way into a cross-legged seat at the top of, let's say the middle of your mat. Have the right shin in front of the left. Take both hands up to the ceiling, breath in. And as you exhale, we're finding a twist, taking the right hand to the left knee, twisting over to the left-hand side behind you, looking over your shoulder. Stay just for 2. For 1. Release the twist, take the hands back up to the ceiling, breath in. And as you exhale, twist to the other side, taking the right arm back, maybe left on top of right knee. Slowly release, bringing the hands back to the ceiling, breath in. And as you exhale, can we uncross the legs without using our hands and maybe take them off the floor to find boat pose? Your hands can stay reaching up. It's a little bit of a harder variation, or you can bring them to the side of your knees. Maybe straightening through the legs. Stay for 2. For 1, just for a little bit of a release, can we bring the chest a little bit lower down to the floor to find your low boat, allowing you to straighten out the legs. And because we're in a very turbulent waters in our boat, can we come onto the right cheekbone, butt cheekbone, leaning over to the right? While we're here, can we bring the top elbow to top knee to touch? We straighten the leg, come back to center, and go over to the left-hand side. Is this hard? I've never actually tried this. Top elbow to top knee. And come back to center. Just for the chocolates that we ate throughout the week, let's find a high boat, bring the knees back in, hovering the feet off the floor. And then slowly releasing back down to the floor, draw the knees into the chest. Maybe rocking from side to side. Coming back to center, let's open out the knees, thread the arms through, find your happy baby, grabbing the blades of the feet or the shins, whatever is available, just as long as the knees are going on either side of the chest. We're finding a little bit of depth and also length through the spine. And slowly release. Bring the feet down back to the floor. Keep the knees bent and grab a block. We're going to find a supported bridge pose. So you can choose to have the block on the lowest setting, the second setting, or the highest setting if you feel comfortable. Arms at our side, making sure we're not moving the head around. Just a little bit of a release for the hips. Pause here and breathe. Option to close down the eyes and allow the senses to go in. And if you choose, option to even lengthen through the legs so you find a bit more of a hip flexor stretch. Only do if you are comfortable. You won't fall off your block. Staying just for another 2 breaths. Another one. Bend through the knees, bring the soles of the feet back down onto the mat. As you lift through the hips, can you remove the block out of the way? And then your choice of an inversion, I support Viparita Karani, which is just legs straight up to the ceiling, using your hands underneath the hips or block just to support them. Shoulder stand if you want a bit something more active, supporting the hips, reaching the feet to the ceiling. Maybe even turning around and finding a different sort of inversion. That could be headstand, tripod stand. Full wheel variations. Just spending another 2 here. Another 1. And slowly making your way down wherever you are. And finding your Shavasana. However that looks like, it may change, it may look different to anybody else. My suggestion is to straighten out the legs, allow the feet to flop open, allow the arms to be at your side, palms facing the ceiling, allowing the mat to fully support your practice. And with your eyes closed, focusing once again on our breath. Through yoga, we quiet our minds, we open our hearts, we embrace our true essence while shedding the illusions of the ego. This practice teaches us to surrender life's flow and have faith in universal wisdom. Ultimately, it fosters a sense of interconnectivity, unity, recognizing that the inherent oneness of all is existing. Make your next breath longer than the last. You start to bring your awareness back to the room, to the mat. As you do, bring your focus back to your breath and maybe a little bit more movement to the fingers to bring your presence back here. Allow movement through the toes, just wriggling them and allowing them to wake up. Gently turning the head from side to side to wake up the spine. And stretching the arms up above the head, taking a deep breath in, filling the lungs, maybe using your out breath to bring your knees back into the chest. Allowing the knees to fall left or right, choosing your comfort. And eventually, with eyes closed, making your way gently into a seat facing the front. Invitation to bring the palms to meet and draw them into the heart center. With our hearts, we feel words of love. Taking the hands to the mouth. With our mouths, we speak words of truth. Taking the hands lastly to the forehead, and I invite you to maybe a slight bow to the neck. With our minds, we think words of mindfulness, love, and peace. Releasing the hands down to your knees, take a deep breath in. Exhaling through the mouth. Namaste. Thank you all for playing with me this morning. I hope you all feel a little bit more energized and ready to start the day. Those of you that are joining me for meditation, I'm not leading it, I'm joining in. I think that's at 10 o'clock. Otherwise, have a beautiful Saturday. Just one last thing, if you haven't and you would like to leave a review, we still have the promotion going with the little balls that you can grab a free ball with obviously a good review. Please go on Google to find AYA and leave one there. Otherwise, I'll see you all soon. Thank you. If you made it this far, thank you for joining in. See you all soon for another flow. Ciao.